Hi, this is Dylan Jovine from Behind the Markets. Happy Wednesday. Today's August 7th. One of the things, Palantir reported great earnings and the stock really popped, which was terrific. And Palantir is one of our core holdings. We recommended this thing at, $6 and change a couple of years back. We were really early on AI. We recommended a bunch of these things, but we were looking at AI through the prism of warfare, specifically, how is AI changing warfare? But it brings to mind the investment these companies are making in AI and the returns that these companies are making in AI. And one of the big lessons that I learned about this is when I read Ben Graham's Intelligent Investor book. Ben Graham, for those of you that don't know, was Warren Buffett's teacher, and he famously wrote Security Analysis and The Intelligent Investor. And in Ben Graham's, in The Intelligent Investor, I remember he warns about the dangers of an industry growing so quickly. And he talks about the airline industry. And, he lays out that in the airline industry, in 1960, there were 10 million people flown around the world, 10 million tickets sold on airline flights. By 1970, that had gone from 10 million to 100 million. 100 million people flew airlines in 1970. That's a 10x increase from 10 million to 100 million. Big, big increase. But during that decade, the cumulative losses were over $2 billion for the airline industry. In other words, in an industry that grew 10 times, lost $2 billion. Why does that happen? What happens is that too much money chases too few returns. So the return on investment gets shrunk down. So growth isn't great at any price. You have to think of return on investment. And in the airline industry, if people analyzing that said that we would have $10 billion in profits by 1970, but they invested $12 billion to get those $10 billion in profits, that's how you get a $2 billion loss, which, again, warns about the perils of growth. People often think growth is great at any cost. Well, it's really not. Profitable growth is the most important thing. And, that's one of the things I've been thinking about this earnings season as these AI companies are really announcing their earnings. We look at this and Palantir, bucked the trend. But so far, I have not been that impressed with the earnings being announced on AI investments from all these billions and tens of billions of dollars that are being invested in AI. I mean, as far as I could see it right now, the clear winners are, Palantir, of course, Microsoft, OpenAI, NVIDIA, and of course, energy. They're buying massive amounts of energy. But the companies that are making these investments, they're not really showing a return yet. So, it's like the old pick and shovels. Would you rather search for gold or would you rather sell the people searching for gold pickaxes and shovels as they go search for gold? And that's one of the reasons that we've been so bullish on the energy sector overall. It's such a great sector because some of our favorite picks basically are just these great companies with earnings that are exploding, and they're paying massive dividends to people, which is the best place in the world to be. And this is what makes this opportunity in energy so rare. You have an opportunity actually to get growth, like real growth, like 10x growth as demand for energy gets bigger and bigger, while also collecting massive dividends. And energy is, usually sleeper, kind of stuff, kind of boring, but this kind of tidal wave in AI is changing all that. So anyway, that's all I have for you. Have a wonderful day. God bless you.